Do you ever find yourself watching a story unfold, sensing something vital is missing, like a puzzle piece dropped behind the couch? Um, and first, a friendly reminder, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And um, it truly helps us, bring more stories your way. Um, and uh, this past chapter, and just like that, felt a bit like that missing piece. And while Carrie's barefoot journey to Virginia was intriguing, the episode seemed to highlight some underlying issues. It wasn't a total miss, but keeping a firm grip on my attention proved to be quite the challenge. Um, the narrative felt uh, a little thin album. Consider Carrie and Aiden. Their relationship has evolved significantly. I wondered if the show would finally tackle their paused romantic life. Carrie Shout, did you really expect me to wait 5 years? That go to brilliant point. It perfectly addressed their holding pattern. It seems absurd to imagine Carrie wouldn't explore other romantic paths, especially with her neighbor David, if even begun dating. And while it's unclear if feelings are mutual, the topic of their situation is finally on the table. An open relationship could be an intriguing idea given the long wait. Uh, Long distance relationships with their communication and intimacy gaps present unique hurdles. Their situation definitely highlights that talk to the common discussion and what made it I have. Meanwhile, Charlotte continues to hide Harry's cancer diagnosis from her friends. It was touching to see her confide in Carrie. Her emotional reaction likely amplified by witnessing Lisa's grief over Miranda's mother's passing in the original series. That portrayal of loss was especially poignant. Harry seems to be coping well now, but Charlotte's perspective might shift down the line. Lisa, in this episode, had a more central role. Her father's passing became a primary focus. The the shift from solemnity to humor was quite unexpected. Lisa arguing with her father's theater partner about funeral arrangements brought a few laughs. It felt a bit exaggerated, I admit. Uh, um, but these comedic breaks were appreciated, as other scenes often felt too brief to land with impact. Uh, it's becoming noticeable that, and just like that, tends to rush through subjects. Topics are raised, but then quickly dropped, feeling incomplete. Miranda introduces Joy, hesitant about dating mothers, to Brady, and suddenly she likes him. No further discussion. Aiden mentioned sleeping with Kathy, raising the question of others while waiting for him, but this wasn't fully explored either. Perhaps these threads will reappear, but for now they felt insubstantial. Characters in their mid-50s wouldn't necessarily erupt, but the lack of underlying tension felt too casual. Well, yet humor still shines through. Lisa's father's funeral becoming a spectacle was undeniably entertaining. Uh, um, this sixth episode might be one of the less compelling so far. And just like that has found its confidence, but an episode doesn't have to be uninspiring. A conversation between Charlotte and Harry fell flat uh, with in the mid 70s and fell flat, send up. Charlotte and Lisa's storylines often feel disconnected from the main group. I miss the character interactions that once defined this series. Uh, Characters often seem separated, which isn't ideal. More focus on the main characters' relationships, or at least a blend, would significantly enhance the show. It needs stronger thematic continuity. Even a hint, like in Charlotte and Lisa's stories, is a start. Like, why did the fashionista cross the road to get to the other Shuwala? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you next time.